Today, we're diving into what is honestly one of the most fascinating tactical and front office puzzles in all of world football right now. Liverpool Football Club is staring down the barrel of a massive summer of transition. So let's map out exactly how this historic club is attempting to solve a truly monumental challenge.
Okay, let's dive into this. Back in March, the unthinkable actually happened for Liverpool fans. Mohamed Salah formally announced he's leaving the club to pursue a new challenge this summer. Now, this isn't just about losing a good player, right? This is an immense operational crisis for the front office. I mean, we're talking about trying to replace a literal generational talent, a guaranteed source of goals, and the absolute focal point of their entire attack. How on earth does a club even begin to fill a void of that magnitude?
Section 1. Replacing Mohamed Salah. The succession crisis. Now, compounding all the pressure of Salah's exit is the arrival of their new head coach, Andoni Iraola. And he's facing a serious ticking clock here, with preseason training looming on July 14th. Now, the club hasn't been completely idle. They've successfully secured young winger Víctor Muñoz and French center-back Jérémy Jacquet, which is great. But let's be real, the actual challenge lies in those targets on the right. Securing those aspirational, game-changing players to fill the Salah void, that is proving to be a highly complex task.
Section 2. The Diomandé disappointment. Missing top target.
To really get a grasp on the current situation, we've got to look at their first major move of the summer. The complications actually kicked off when Liverpool targeted Diomandé from RB Leipzig. It was this fierce, head-to-head battle for a signature on the global market. But reports indicate the Ivory Coast International ultimately chose the project to Paris Saint-Germain over the Reds. Missing out on your absolute top primary attacking target like that, yeah, that forces an immediate strategic rethink.
Section 3, the £40 million bid, an express request.
But Liverpool didn't just sit around licking their wounds. Instead, they executed a fast, decisive pivot. £40 million. That is a staggering figure, right? And this massive offer to Barcelona isn't just some standard front office maneuver. Reports indicate this is an express request coming directly from Andoni Iraola himself. He's essentially asked the club to back him with serious capital to sign his compatriot.
And that compatriot is former Manchester City and current Barcelona star Ferran Torres. The reason Iraola is pushing so hard for him is pretty obvious when you look at his profile: versatility. Torres is just incredibly adaptable. He's played mainly as the central striker for Barca, sure, but he is equally capable of playing off both the left and right wings. That kind of tactical flexibility is absolute gold for a manager who is trying to rebuild an entire forward line. Now, we should neutrally note that navigating this deal won't be a walk in the park. Reports out of Spain are actually suggesting that if Torres were to leave Barcelona, he might be a bit more inclined to reunite with his former manager Luis Enrique. So Liverpool definitely still has some significant convincing to do.
Section 4. Iraola's alternative attacker list. The backup plan. Because of these exact kinds of complications, a smart front office always has a backup plan. In fact, The Athletic recently noted an internal acceptance at Liverpool that getting all their business done early just wasn't realistic, mostly because of the World Cup delaying things. So, if the Torres deal stalls out, they've built a strategic safety net. We're looking at PSG's Bradley Barcola, Brighton's Yankuba Minte, Saïd El Mala at Köln, and Lille's Matías Fernández Pardo. It's a really diverse list, and it just shows you how many moving parts are involved to make sure they don't end up empty-handed in a top-tier rebuild like this.
Section 5. A World Cup winner's destiny. Spain's hero.
But let's bring the focus back to that primary target, Ferran Torres, because his stock has literally skyrocketed lately. He isn't just a versatile forward anymore. The man is a global hero. He just experienced the absolute pinnacle of the sport, scoring the decisive, winning goal for Spain to defeat Lionel Messi's Argentina on football's biggest stage. He has absolutely proven he can deliver when the lights are brightest and the pressure is dialed up to the max.
And this brilliantly illustrates the mindset of the player Liverpool is trying to bring to Anfield. Just look at this quote from Torres after the final whistle. He said, "Today, destiny was written. It was made for us to win. I think in the end, the goal came from 47 million people." I mean, wow. He recognized the weight of the entire Spanish population on his shoulders, and he absolutely thrived under it. He explicitly noted that while playing against Messi is obviously worrying, they back themselves. It's exactly this elite, battle-tested mentality that Liverpool so desperately needs if they're going to replace the legendary aura of Mohamed Salah.
Which leaves us with one final, overriding question. Will a £40 million bid be enough to bring that sense of destiny to Anfield? Liverpool has identified their man, they've drawn up their backup plans, and the clock is loudly ticking down to that July 14th preseason start date. Whether Torres chooses Liverpool, reunites with Luis Enrique, or forces Iraola to dig into that alternative list, solving this succession crisis is going to be a thrilling story to follow. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer to unpack this incredible transfer puzzle. Keep your eyes on the market because this rebuild, it's just getting started.